what's up? Welcome back to the channel. I am super stoked, can you guys tell? Because I am here with my favorite Swiftie, Tiffany Taylor. Tiffany, hey.
Hey, I'm so glad that we can be Swifties together, and I love the sweatshirt. That's the limited edition one.
Yes.
That was very hard to come by. You won the Taylor Swift merch lottery by getting that sweatshirt.
Thank you to the boyfriend. Thank you to the boyfriend. All right. Either way, guys, we are like literally on the edge of our seats because we know that TS7 is coming. We've seen the prediction videos, we've seen the theory videos, etc. So we wanted to do our own predictions video, and guys, we have a lot to say.
We have so many predictions. Themes, genres, sounds, colors, album names, Instagram, photos, hairstyles, outfits. We're talking about it all.
Guys, so get ready for a real wild ride. Let's get to it, guys. Let's talk TS7. All right, guys, so we're gonna kick it off with what on earth is TS7 gonna sound like? Tiffany, do you wanna kick this one off?
Yeah, so I've thought about this a lot, and you know, obviously I miss Country Taylor. I do. I loved Country Taylor. I love Speak Now. I loved Fearless. But at the same time, I also loved 1989. I loved Reputation. It was so edgy and this kind of like bold, in-your-face pop. But I think for TS7, she's gonna stay in the pop lane because she did that whole piece for Elle where she talked about the power of pop music and about pop songwriters and how, you know, pop songs are great when they have personal details about someone's life in them. Taylor's obviously great at doing that, so I feel like she's gonna stay in that pop lane. I wish she would go back country, to be honest, and she's given us a little bit of that with Better Man and with Babe. I mean, I do miss Country Taylor, but I feel like she's gonna stay pop star Taylor, but it will be a little bit softer, more like electro pop, a little like airy and breezy and like, you know, skipping through a field with butterflies. She's been giving us all these butterfly vibes. And there's palm trees, you know, we've been getting that on Instagram too. So more of that like airy pop.
So I think that people watching should know right off the bat like what our favorite albums of Taylor Swift are, just to kind of get an idea of what we like. And we're not going to be representing different albums here because I know we have the same favorite album. All right, should we say it in 1, 2, 3? Speak now. All right, yay! Okay, we're on the same page. But so it's kind of coming from a perspective where us as Swifties, our favorite album is Speak Now. So I think that the viewers should probably know that that's where we're coming from, you know, in terms of like what our favorite album is.
And I mean, I love 1989 too. I feel like so many songs in 1989 are amazing. That's my second favorite, I would say, to Speak Now. Nice. But I love, as you love, I know, like the storytelling, you know, really like tell us your life story, Taylor. That's what we want to hear.
Yes, I know, I love it. Okay, so like full disclosure before this video, I was telling you what I want. Okay, so I know this is super weird, but my like imagination of what I want TS7 to be is like if you get like a giant like witch's brew, like just imagine a witch's brew, and like dump in Speak Now, and then dump in Reputation, and mix it up, and then sprinkle some red on top of that. That is what I want TS7 to be like. So what I mean by that is I want there to be that story aspect that Taylor Swift wrote in Speak Now, like the very story, like I don't know how to explain it. I felt it was more descriptive than Reputation. It told more of a story, I think. But I also want the edginess from Reputation and that badass vibe. But then I don't want to be like the full track, like just dancing. I want to have some really sad songs in there. I mean, they don't have to be super sad, but like softer, you know, like a Wildest Dreams. They don't have to be all Dear Johns, you know, but just like something where I'm like, oh, my heart, you know? That's what I want.
That's so much.
That's so much.
All in one bite. I'm trying to imagine, like, what does Speak Now mixed with Reputation and Red sound like? But maybe we'll get it on TS7 and find out. Oh
my gosh, if Taylor's listening to this, she's gonna be like, girl, what are you thinking here? What is that? Like, how am I gonna mix all these albums in there?
But, you know, the best of all of the Taylor worlds.
I think so too. All right, guys, well, clearly we don't know what the sound is going to be like for TS7, okay? We could be totally off, or heck, maybe we could even be on point. Who knows? But let us know in the comments what you think the sound of TS7 will be like. Here we go, guys. Next topic is theme, all right? So theme is sort of a broad, I think we both had a different version of what we thought theme was. And you know, we were thinking colors, but then at the same time we were thinking symbols. And then we were also thinking like the definition of her album. So I don't know, what do you think in terms of the theme of TS7? What are we gonna be getting?
Well, for Reputation, it was obviously like snakes and all dark colors and very edgy and lots of like drama and like, you know what I mean? Like a
leather.
Yes, and like a really dark lip and, you know, kind of like when she at first had like the curly, scrunchy hair that she was doing.
Look What You Made Me Do video.
Yes, yeah.
I love that.
I think the big theme of Reputation was, it was about how, and this is what she's, you know, said in interviews, is that it was kind of this like, oh, like redefining my reputation, like, you know, kind of me against like what the media has said about me or what people have said about me. But then like finding love amidst all of, it's like you have this kind of bad reputation or what people think of you, but it's like was realizing that none of that really mattered and that she could find love with Joe, you know, despite all of that. But I feel like going into this next album, what I'd like to think Taylor learned, or what it seems like she may have learned from the award show speeches she's been giving, is that she kind of thought everybody was against her. Because I think people talk about the media. We both work in the media. That's like, oh, we can tell you there are many Swifties who work in the media.
Yes.
But like, say like tabloids and all those kind of things, they, you know, publish these negative headlines about every star. And we don't like that. And so obviously Taylor got a lot of that during all of like, you know, the 2016 drama that we will not speak of. But I think what she learned during this big tour, the Reputation Stadium tour, is that her fans, like us and Swifties, don't care. We never cared about that. We were always by her side. And so even though all of these loud voices, you know, seemed so like dominant that, oh, there was so much like hate toward her, it didn't compare to all of like the love, yeah, that her Swifties have for her no matter what. And it's like, I think she has said before that she thought that maybe she wasn't going to be able to do this anymore and that it might be over for her, which is so crazy for any of us who are Swifties to think about, because I
can't even imagine a world
and it's like, because we know that we're going to go to multiple concerts, we're going to show up, we're going to buy merch, buy the album, always, you know, no matter what happens, like we're always going to be by her side. And so I think she really realized that it's like, even if it seems like some people are against me, I have all these people who are for me, and so the people who are against me don't matter. So I think TS7 is going to have a theme of like love and acceptance, and I think it's going to be more about the fans, because I think she kind of, it's like always about like how her life is evolving, and so she found love, and so I'm sure we'll get lots of love songs, you know, this
like the dream, the ultimate dream of a collection of love songs.
Yes. But at the same time too, because it's now she's like been in love, so maybe it's about like a relationship growing, or even like the trials and tribulations of like a long-term relationship.
I just imagine this album being very free-spirited. I think when it comes to the theme, I think we're gonna get a very free-spirited, laid-back Taylor Swift. And the reason why is because at the iHeartRadio Awards, she wore her hair in a ponytail. And I know that doesn't mean or sound like a lot, but think about it this way. A lot of girls, I know myself, I don't always feel the best when my hair is up. I love having my hair
Me too.
down.
I never wear my hair in a ponytail.
Right, okay, it takes you out of who you are sometimes. So to have a ponytail, it's kind of like it's showing a different side of you. It's saying like, I'm beautiful with my hair pulled back. I don't have to have my hair in my face, you know, because for a lot of women like myself, like our hair is everything, you know?
Oh yeah.
So I just feel like she's showing a more like easy breezy version of herself.
Yes, I definitely agree with the easy breezy. And even on Instagram, that's what we've been getting from her posts with the colors, and she's, you know, standing outside of the tennis court and like in the backyard. Everything is very like relaxed and casual. And even what she wore at the iHeartRadio Awards, like the sequins, and that was only, it was like this jumpsuit that's like a festival sequin romper. It was only like $200.
I know. When I saw that, by the way, I was like, $200? Every time I look to see what Taylor's wearing, it's like thousands of dollars. I'm like, I'm never gonna buy that.
It's all like designer, Gucci, this, that, and everything is so expensive. And the fact that she was wearing just this like romper that even it's not cheap, you know, but it's like her fans could buy it. It's
There's
not like
you have a better chance of buying a $200 romper than a $3,000 dress.
Exactly.
Or more. $3,000 to me is a lot, right?
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Like obviously.
But it's like, yeah, she'd be wearing like before like a $2,000 Gucci sweater and then like $900 jeans, and you were like, okay, I'd never be able to afford this look.
Exactly.
But going back to say like 1989, I remember she always used to dress really casually, or she'd wear like Aqua from Bloomingdale's, always nice clothes, but like brands that you could go buy off the rack, like Free People, Urban Outfitters. And then during Reputation, it was all designer. She started like really like owning her celebrity, it kind of felt like. Before she sort of was like, oh, I'm more like relatable Taylor. I'm like you. I dress like you.
And it was like Fearless Taylor was the most relatable Taylor, I think.
But then at Reputation, it was like, no, you know what? I'm a superstar and I'm going to dress like a superstar. But I almost feel like for TS7, she's going to maybe go back to that more like laid back style of like, oh, you could also buy these clothes.
I think all we know is pinks, blues, bright colors.
Yeah.
We know palm trees are a thing. We know butterflies are a thing.
Sparkles, sequins,
rainbows.
Oh, I loved what you said, like bright and breezy, light and airy.
That's what we know so far in terms of the theme.
That's what we think at least is gonna happen. But I feel like where we differ on our opinions is I think it's gonna be more about the Swifties and the fans, and you think it's gonna be...
And I'm thinking more like love and romance and, you know, finally having that one like true fairy tale love.
Well, let's talk really quick about ultimate song dreams. In my ultimate world, here's what happens. Maybe this is the first single. Maybe this is like a, you know, like a teaser track, a single later. She drops the same day a song and a music video, and it's literally about how she and Joe. This is just a theory. Just a theory. Just a theory. There's no theory. There's no proof. Not even allegedly. It's just a theory. But that like she and Joe are like secretly already married, and like we get a song about it in a wedding music video, like literally like footage of their wedding, and she just is like, oh, I got married, and oh, here's a video and a song about it.
Dude.
And I would die. Like I feel like I would cry. Like even like when I see photos of her and Joe, I get emotional.
You're like, she finally found the one.
Right?
So adding to that, all right, you guys all remember how Delicate ended, where she's kind of like looking and, you know, she's looking at someone and she gets the little note, right?
Yes.
What if, we don't know what that note is. What if part 2 to Delicate, the music video, is literally what you said, Taylor and Joe are all of a sudden married, or he proposes to her. I don't know. I know it's a foolish dream, but hey.
You know what is crazy is this was an Easter egg, you know, or an alleged Easter egg in the Look What You Made Me Do music video. Remember the diamond ring in the bank scene?
Yes.
We never know what that was about. Was she engaged to somebody else like Calvin? Or is she engaged now? Is she at this point now already married? I don't know. I mean, things between her and Joe seem very serious. I don't know. I just feel like
dancing with our hands tied is a whole other meaning now, where you mentioned the wedding ring. When you are engaged, it's almost like your hands are tied.
What?
Why did I think about that? Right now when you said it, I literally thought about dancing with our hands tied. What if it's a whole other meaning?
But she had a bad feeling. And
my God. I don't know. Can it be? Or are we just working ourselves right now? We're probably just working ourselves.
Working ourselves up about, I don't know, dance. And I literally am gonna like look up the lyrics of like Dancing with Our Hands Tied, like to go line by line.
All right. Do we have what topic are we on? Theme?
We have gone through so many topics. We lost track of the topics a long time ago.
All right.
We talked about, you know what we have not talked about? So we've talked about like theme and really everything in the theme category. Colors, outfits, hair, but we haven't talked about name.
Album name. Here, this is the big one. This one's like, this is like winning the lottery. If you guess it, which I doubt we will, but if you guess it, like it's like you're in Taylor's brain. So my first one for album title is, I'm gonna have to use my notes on this one, guys, because I have some evidence to support this. All right, evidence.
The receipts.
My receipts. My receipts. All right, so I was driving home I was driving to work or something, and I just thought to myself, what if she calls TS7 California? All right.
That supports the palm tree theory.
It does.
You know?
Okay, it supports. Okay, granted, I'm from California, born and raised, so I love California, so I'm super biased. But the reason why I thought this was, one, obviously the palm trees. Obviously, we know she's going for a breezier, you know, feeling.
Yeah,
what's breezier than California? I mean, other than like Hawaii. All right. So then I started kind of like finding evidence to support this theory. So now if we go and listen to the song Gorgeous, do you remember when she says, Sunset and Vine, the lyrics?
Yes, yeah.
All right, that's in Hollywood, California.
Even all the photos she's been posting on Instagram definitely look like they're at her California house.
Yes.
You know, they have that like, they're like the palm trees.
The famous palm tree photo.
Yeah, it doesn't look like Rhode Island or Nashville or New York or London.
And 1989 was very New York, obviously. Welcome to
That's
New York.
Yes.
So, and then also like the photos that we have seen of Joe and her are, you know, them going to the movie premieres or them hiking in LA. Like,
It's
I mean,
true.
granted, maybe this might be coincidental because so many events happen here in LA, but I was
he's an
thinking,
actor, and I mean, and I think Reputation, what we do know is that during that time when she was like, ran away and she's like, will you run away with me? They were like hiding out in her London house, you know? So if she does like a city or one of her homes per album, she had New York, she had London, it would make sense that she comes back to California because really like Nashville would be all the other albums, you know? I feel like she's never given us those California Hollywood vibes, and obviously
exactly.
I feel like,
and she's very obviously in Hollywood, you know?
like her, but I feel like in LA and California are important to her, and I feel like I like what you said about the premieres. Like here she is now going to the Oscars and the Golden Globes.
There she get
you know, or like the Vanity Fair party, all these, you know, like
Then
star-studded
her caption.
Hollywood events.
Then her caption about the butterfly migration in Southern California. There was
California,
also that.
okay.
There you go. So more California. This made me so dumb, but after those little things just happened, I couldn't start. My mind just went places.
So ultimately, you think the title of the album is going to be California?
California. And then my second possible title, it's super basic and a lot of people have had this album title, so this is why I don't think it might happen, but I was thinking just basically True Love. That's it.
Okay.
Only because the media, again, has always said, like, you know, talked about Taylor Swift's romances and how they failed and they shine a bad light on her. They make her seem like, you know, really bad, you know, or they have made her seem really bad in the past, right? So her putting out there that, hey, Joe Alwyn is the one. He is my true love. That is a very, very bold statement to make, you know? You don't just make that statement, especially knowing how other people will see that as. So I started thinking to myself, what if she just goes really bold and says like, hey, this is true love. Oh, okay. And then going back to my California theme theory. So I wrote down the fact that obviously she's already had an album that has a number. 1989.
Yeah, okay, a year, yes.
Numbers, years. She's had a color, red. She's had, this is so dumb, but I wrote, like, she's had a noun. Oh my gosh, forget it.
A noun? She's had an adjective. Fearless.
I have adjective on my list.
She's had an adjective.
She's had an adjective.
What else?
And then,
Reputation, that's a noun.
There you go.
Speak now is like a
saint. No.
A phrase.
A phrase.
I don't know, but there's some kind of grammatical term for it, but we don't know it.
We're journalism majors,
yeah,
and we don't know that.
Grammar, math, all of the things we're having a hard time with today.
All right, so I was just pulling like dumb facts, and this is why I thought, okay, maybe California. She's never had a state.
You're right. She's never had a state. Or
many artists have shown love to California.
That's true. She's never had a place. Like, you know what I mean?
There you go. A location.
A location.
Thank you.
A location.
Thank you. A location.
Well, maybe by the end of this convo, I'll have an album title theory, but I do have one theory about the album title that, you know, say for Fearless, Speak Now, and Red, they were all a song title that then she made the album title, whereas 1989 Reputation were a theme. So I think for TS7, she is going to go with a theme. It won't necessarily be a song title, you know, like her albums of the past, but it will kind of be in that, you know, vein of 1989 and Reputation where it's a theme. And say like Reputation, it's a word she uses over and over on the album.
Right.
Maybe it'll be like that. Or it could go back to 1989 where it's like never once does she say 1989 or that she was born in 1989, but it just kind of like referenced the whole vibe of like 80s pop, but it also still related to her. Also, have people said this? I feel like they've had to have said it, but it was like, you know, the year Taylor was born, 1989 was like a rebirth for her. It was like her first pop album, you know what I mean?
That's
so it like
true.
represented like the year she was born, but also this whole like 80s pop genre. So I think for TS7, she's going to do that. And it might not even be a word. I'm just now coming to this realization that it might be like 1989, just like a genre theme, you know, and just an overarching
Some people thought like
idea.
Just 13 could also be it, but I think that's been the one for so many other albums. We always thought she was going to do the 13.
I feel like that's too
generic.
Yeah, and too simple. Like
too predictable.
Yeah, I don't think she'd do that.
I was laughing to myself the other day, and I was like, imagine she just names her album #TS7.
Like imagine she just names it like 7.
Like, seven, or just spells it out 7. Yeah. No, that's not gonna happen.
Like, what? So now, next topic, collabs for TS7.
I think it's like one of the big ones, like aside from like sound and like album title, collabs. I mean, there's just so many people and so many theories right now. I mean, I did a whole video on Taylor Swift, Katy Perry, which a lot of you guys saw, thank you. And I was really convinced about that theory. What did you think about that?
I think the Katy and Taylor theory, I feel like that's been put to bed. I don't know, like in my mind, because they did the whole olive branch thing, I think they just don't want to drudge up the old drama, where maybe they could do a collab on the next album, but I feel like they just don't want that to be a story anymore. So I feel like they just wouldn't collab together. Maybe
That's
like
true.
7-8 years from now, but I don't think they'll collab together on TS7. But one collab I do hope happens, which I think could, Gaga and Taylor.
Yes, oh my gosh.
We have been waiting for this Gaga collab, I feel like, for years. And during Taylor's like edgy Bleachcella type phase, remember when she went to Lady Gaga's birthday party?
Yes.
And she looked so edgy and so cool, and I just want them to come together. Remember before Taylor met Calvin, which turned out to, not be the guy, but she tweeted how it looked like Gaga was living her best life right now when she was dating Taylor Kinney, who she also was no longer with. But, like Gaga replied and was like, your guy will come, and you're gonna find him. And I was like, I love this friendship. Like, we need the Gaga Taylor song. Also, we know they're both fans of each other.
Yes.
We know that Taylor loved art pop.
I just feel like there's always been love between Lady Gaga and Taylor Swift. Like, you always hear like, oh, are Taylor Swift and Selena Gomez still friends? Or are Taylor Swift, Katy Perry, Taylor Swift, Beyonce. Like, you always hear like these like, they're always trying to pit Taylor Swift against somebody, but one person they've never been put against is Lady Gaga. And I think nobody wants to mess with that because it's just so gold. And I just think that when two people, and here's the thing. So Taylor went from country to pop, and everybody talked about that genre change. But
Gaga had a whole transformation too.
Yeah, she did.
She went from the super out there pop to then Joanne. Over the place.
So so you say Lady Gaga collab then?
Oh, Lady Gaga collab, but you
Lady
like
Gaga
that collab too.
Okay, so I also agree with Lady Gaga collab. I also need my fix of Ed Sheeran, as always. I always need my Ed Sheeran fix.
Those collabs, whenever they team up, it's always perfection. So I could do for another.
They could do a whole album together.
Oh wow!
Imagine that, a whole album.
If they created like a duo and they had some like catchy duo name.
The other one that I want to see is Camila Cabello.
I would love that. I love Camila.
Just because, I think, she's getting into her second album. She had so much hype with from Havana. And, let's face it.
She's killing it right now.
That's going to be tough, though, to top, to get another, real big, hit
single,
like Havana.
Yeah.
So that's going to be huge for her. So I think that a collab with Taylor Swift, we haven't seen her do a collab with Selena Gomez because obviously they have, a different styles or whatever their reasons may be. And even though her and Camila still have a different style as well, I think that they can still find, a middle balance to where they can create something together. Plus, they were on tour for together for such a long time. Yeah. There's a lot of downtime, right? They had time to write.
You're right, they did. I just had an idea. You know what I could see her doing? I could see her doing some big pop song with multiple girls, featuring Charlie XCX.
Yes, she could bring in the hip hop
and even more, or the really punchy pop.
There you go.
Maybe there's even a rapper on it or a hip hop artist. You know what I mean? I don't know. So what could you imagine if she did a girl power collab song?
Yeah, Charlie XCX, Camila, her. Heck, throw in Selena.
Oh yeah.
I don't know who else, but I think that would be. Oh, and Camila Cabello is also a big fan of Ed Sheeran, so maybe they can do a collab.
That would be cool if she did
for Camila's album.
A big group collab. I feel like we haven't really gotten that from her.
Just connect your friends all together. Oh my gosh! Imagine they do an English Spanish. That would be so new.
Wait. Wow. You know what? I didn't even think about that. Could we see Taylor on her next album collabing with someone like a J Balvin or Louise Fonsi, or I didn't even think about that.
You never know. I mean,
Beyonce did it with Mi Gente.
There we go. Or even Justin Bieber did it.
Despacito.
Okay, see, and I think it's also becoming like more popular, like, you know, where for example when
the Latin
Despacito came
fusion
out,
is
yes.
really.
So now before we go, or we're actually gonna wrap this up now, but we really hope that you enjoyed this video, and I know we talked so much about Taylor Swift, but guys, there's literally so much to talk about.
We could keep talking all night long.
Like literally all night long.
So many theories, so many predictions, things we want to see happen. But I think more than anything, we just want to, you know, see more of this happy, carefree, loving Taylor that, you know, like really brings us, the Swifties, inside of her world that she did in these 2 Elle magazine pieces.
Yes.
It's like, we love that, at least I know, I love that behind the scenes look on, you know, what's going on. So I hope we get more of that on TS7. And the thing, that's why I feel like we can't wrap this video up quite yet, because we have so many things to say. Because, man, the ultimate dream for TS7 in my personal life is to get invited to Secret Session. Wow. Like, that's all I want. That's all I want. And I feel like I really put the vibes out in the universe for Reputation.
Send them out.
And it just didn't come back to me. So please, TS7, like, girl, invite us to that Secret Session. Like, it's all we want in our whole life.
At this point, like, Taylor, I just want to say, hey, hi, I'm Denise. Nice to meet you. Give you a hug and
a handshake.
Out. Yeah. I don't think I could do a handshake. I think I would creep Taylor out. I would be like, ah, and tears and crying. It would be really embarrassing. Taylor, never mind. Don't meet me. Oh my God.
I hope that I would hold it together in the moment, but I feel like I would like practice like what I was gonna say, you know what I mean? And then get there and be like, I just really want to thank you for being honest.
Ugly tears.
And like, I really feel like you get me and you make me feel understood. I feel like I'd go off on something and I'm just so glad you're happy and I just want to see you be happy because you deserve it. I feel like I'd start like giving her some kind of like, when you're sad, it makes me sad. Don't be sad. It might be a mess. It could be a mess.
I'd be the creeper like, oh, Taylor, you smell so good. Okay, that's weird. Oh my gosh, why did I say that?
All right,
I'm sorry, guys. We gotta end this video. I got weird. All right, but okay, I'm sure I'm not the only person who's thought that. All right.
I'm sure she actually smells really good.
I'm sure she does. Like cinnamon cookies, or I don't even know what cinnamon
cookies. Or like
cookies
vanilla candles, or I'm sure she smells like heaven. Well, this has gotten strange.
This has gotten really strange, guys. But literally, we had so much fun talking to you about our TS7 predictions, and yes, we're gonna be back once we actually have some more TS7 news and actual concrete evidence, and we'll do more videos. But guys, let me know in the comments below what you thought about this video, what your TS7 prediction / wish list is. And guys, make sure to follow Tiffany, all right? I'm gonna be posting her Twitter information, her Instagram information, all of that good stuff. So make sure to follow her. By the way, she posts all these wonderful Taylor Swift stuff, so you're definitely gonna wanna follow her.
I do post lots of Swiftie content. You can find me on Twitter, on Instagram, at _ Tiffany Taylor. I'm always Swiftie fangirling out, really.
Exactly. We should have met sooner.
We should have, but now we can be friends in Swiftness. Now, going into TS7, aren't we glad that we have each other for this era?
Oh my God, I literally counted my fingers right now. I was like 5, 6, 7. I'm holding up 7 fingers. TS7 era. All right, guys. Don't forget to give this video a like, subscribe to the channel. Again, follow Tiffany, follow myself, Denise Salcedo. You guys know the drill. And until next time, we'll see you guys later. Bye.